Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video. Of course, Marxists have taken over colleges. Well, I don't know why this is news to anybody. You know, this seemed to be. It was. I thought it was already known. I thought we already knew that colleges were full of communists, full of Marxists, full of socialists, full of all these leftists. I mean, why is it surprised that you know how all these Marxist protests and takeovers going on at these colleges? This shouldn't be a surprise. Everybody's been saying this. People have been saying this for years. Yes, when you choke out one part of the political spectrum from a place of higher learning, from a place where there's supposed to be discussions of ideas, civil discourse. Of course, you're gonna have one side dominating the conversation and taking over. And so I don't know. I don't understand well, I kind of understand why the news would be surprised. Because well, obviously the news is full of the same kind of people. But what's going on with all these protests and all these riots and what have you? It's basically that it's showing the true colors. The left is showing the true colors through all this chaos going on these campuses. And the problem is a lot of pinkos, and those who don't know, pinkos basically liberals, those who are they pretty much facilitate the communist activity. They tacitly support them, and lend some type of favorability or credibility to their cause without supposedly being fully committed. But yeah, of course they're seeing what's going on as being such a being a surprise, but really that's what was the logical conclusion of their ideas goes in this direction. Now you have all these Marxist students freaking out about something that's going on halfway around the world that doesn't involve them. But the reason why they feel so committed to it because they've bought into Marxist ideology, which basically is an ideology for losers by losers. Because Karl Marx was a loser. There's no question about it. He was an utter loser. Engels, who basically teamed up with, he was a loser. More so, I would say more as a cuck because he covered for a lot of Karl Marx's screw ups and paid for a lot of his a lot of his works. It's something it's an ideology that tells losers that they can have the power that winners have and do a better job that they can. But the truth of the matter is, no matter how much power, no matter how much authority, no matter how much wealth, no matter how much you give to someone who is a loser, you've been better off just burning all that stuff. You'd be better off just wasting it, because no matter how much you give to losers, they're always going to be a loser. They recognize they're a loser themselves, and you can never get them out of it unless they have to have a change of heart, a true change of heart, and recognize what they got to recognize that they are a loser. Well, they got to recognize the downside of the fact that they're a loser, and want to get out of it, want to change. That's why so many of them they feel as though they're victimized, because they're victims of themselves. They haven't found a way to get out. They haven't found a way to get out of their own rut, and they figure they go ahead and they'll gravitate towards an ideology that tells them, hey, it's not you, it's these winners, it's these beautiful people, it's these productive people, it's these people who actually know what to do with their lives, who are stealing from you. And they take up any cause. They'll take up the perceived oppress of any cause. Doesn't matter if the people who they're taking up for hate them and will kill them on sight if they had the chance. They would torture them, sell them into slavery, do this, that, and the other if they saw them, if they had them in their grasp. I think it's funny how you have a lot of these college leftists taking up for a group like Palestinians that don't like them, that actively hate them, and also these same college leftists think that by hating their own country, they're somehow standing up for oppression. But no, they're standing up for a group that would actually turn them into mulch first chance they get, simply because they don't like them. So of course all these all these takeovers are happening, and get this, these students are going to be pissed off when they find out that they've been used. They'll eventually find out they were useful idiots. That who they were causing all this trouble for didn't care for them in the first place, and only saw them as a means to an end. And another thing, as for all the anti-Semitism, I think it's a bad look to constantly call everything out to be anti-Semitic, because you appear to be losers yourselves. I mean, why take? Because it's a very weak position to come from. You can't challenge someone's viewpoints. So you take any little angle that you can find to call it anti-Semitic and you run with it. That's a loser's position. No, you challenge someone's argument with your own argument, and you go from there. You don't shut down. But if you lost the argument, you lost. No, but you can come back, but you can reevaluate what it is you stand for, or you come up with a better argument for whatever it is you stand for. Don't resort to using these labels, like same as with racism, same as with sexism, same as with xenophobic, homophobic, all this other crap. It's all Marxist. It's all Marxist strategy. In truth be told, it's a losing strategy. You're never gonna win. You're never gonna win in the long run adopting these methods. The best thing you can do is look within yourself, see what's going on that's wrong, recognize what it is, recognize that you are messed up, that you are screwed up in your current position, and work to change it. And that'd be worth. Trust me, it'd be worthwhile than to stay in this, than to wallow in self pity, taking pride in being a victim, of being a perpetual loser, and potentially becoming someone else's useful idiot. But that's all I want to say about the matter. Like I said, I'm not surprised by the stuff that's going on in these college campuses. It is what it is. Well, please tell me what you guys think. Share your thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. If you like this video, please check out my older videos and look forward to new videos to come. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I'll certainly address them. And get this, I'm just a welder, but even I can see that this is a losing position to be in, in the long run. And it is also very weak looking in the short run. That's my video. Of course, Marxists are taking over college campuses. I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care, be safe, stay strapped.